Right now, our planet is entering a cycle of climatic disasters that affects all the planets of our solar system. This entire solar system undergoes this cycle every 12,000 years, and every 24,000 years, the cycle has its highest intensity. Similar to Earth, evidenced processes of change in the cores of other planets and geodynamic restructurings, as well as the increase of atmospheric anomalies, are occurring elsewhere within our solar system. This, in turn, would suggest that these cycles are caused by the influence of an external cosmic impact on all the planets of the solar system. This is the pattern of recurring climatic disasters that we reside in today that could lead to the demise of humanity of our planet Earth. If we look at Mars, we realize that the same pattern of consequential behavior is merely an echoed reminder of the planet's doomed fate. My friends, this is the backdrop from which I am now speaking with you today. Until now, our planet has seemingly managed to overcome all the prior catastrophic cycles. Now, however, it is reasonable to expect that the Earth will not be capable of mitigating this current cycle. The primary reason we are facing the threat of annihilation is simply the anthropogenic factor. Specifically, we humans have waged war on the oceans. We have willfully interfered with the ocean's ability to undertake self-regulated thermal conductivity with the mass infestation of hydrocarbon-based pollutants into our waters. We humans have rendered our oceans utterly unable to transfer excess endogenous heat to the atmosphere, a requisite and integral function. Currently, in the depths of the Earth, an excess of destructive endogenous energy has accumulated, and this same accumulated energy has a need to evacuate the Earth's core in an expeditious manner. Such an evacuation of mass confined energy will bring about devastation on the Earth's surface and her atmosphere. Think of this occurrence as Mother Earth's final heart attack. The foregoing summation was arrived at in light of the following. For many years, I studied climate change. In turn, I was compelled to explore correlated climatic and natural disasters and the alarming progression and intensity of damage inflicted upon human life. Well recognizing from my personal experience that the correlated topic was not well received in either the political or government-funded academic research arenas, my interest in this highly sensitive subject was consequently intensified. And in due course, I realized that any comprehensive understanding of such a complex and sophisticated subject would likely require an intimate interface within not only the geophysical and astrophysical domains, but a variety of other specialized scientific domains as well. Such a realization quickly established the exceedingly broad depth of knowledge and resources required to gain a firm handle on the subject at hand. In brief, I required specialized expertise from qualified others to achieve competent authority in the subject of global climate change. While well-intended, the scientific community, often funded by conflicting interests, routinely finds itself divided on the paths traveled in furtherance of tackling challenging problems. Accordingly, the lens through which the subject at hand is often viewed frequently does not meet the needs of scientific interrogation. The problem of the scientific world, which is supposed to solve such issues, is that this academic world is divided. Everything is studied within the narrow confines of a specific discipline. Whereas the question of synchronous and anomalous destabilization of all the Earth's layers and the associated risk of imminent destruction of our planet can only be investigated with the use of a global interdisciplinary approach. The question is, how do we now achieve this? I did not have an answer to this question for a long time. In fact, until 2022 to be precise. It was in Washington, D.C. where the answer was finally received. The most important aspect of this report was the presentation of a mathematical model of climate change catastrophe progression meticulously prepared by an interdisciplinary team of scientists. According to this model, there is an extremely high probability that by the year 2036, our planet will lose its atmosphere due to the eruption of a colossal volume of magma in the vicinity of the Mariana Trench, followed by a powerful hydraulic impact in the Pacific Ocean. As a consequence, the planet will transform into a lifeless Mars-like entity. Likewise, I was intrigued by their assertion that within 7 years, life on the planet may become unbearable due to extremely rising temperatures of both the atmosphere and the oceans, increased seismic and volcanic activity, increased strength of hurricanes and typhoons on the planet. I examined and verified this mathematical model and independently constructed progression graphs based on publicly available data. In turn, I discovered that all the conclusions drawn by the scientists regarding the actual magnitude of the climate catastrophe, along with their calculations in the mathematical model they devised, are unequivocally accurate. Their findings are entirely rooted in credible, reliable, and verifiable open data sources. What struck me most profoundly was the fact that all the data they presented at the forum were exclusively sourced from open sources, and they were the first to collate, analyze, and draw conclusions from this information.